What's going on, everybody? It's fragged out, swagged out, and you already know why I'm here. You probably read it in the title. Definitely see it on the side right there. Today I'm talking about an amazing fragrance from the Spirit of Dubai second generation line, and this is Diwan. Now, the second generation does have 7 fragrances in this collection. From what I currently understand, this may be the best one. This is definitely the one that most people are going to easily be attracted to. It's not hard to. There's not notes that are going to confuse you or throw you off when you smell it. Maybe reading it you might, but when you smell this, there's nothing funky, off-putting, too smoky. This is right in the realm of anybody can do this. This can be your introduction to Middle Eastern high luxury fragrances. So let's get into this fragrance. Number one, let's start with the obvious, amazing presentation. So you can start with these double doors to swing open. In the bottom, at the base right here, you have this little slide out that has some documentation that just covers the information on the second generation line, all the fragrances and what they represent. And then right here in the little podium, you have the actual fragrance. You have this nice heavy glass bottle. This right here is actually part of the cap. It is a gold plated cap, I'm assuming, and the element on top, or the ornament on top, is meant to represent a Diwan. And a Diwan is a royal assembling of harmony, hospitality, togetherness, warmth, and generosity. So this is where people get together at someone's house. They hang out, they chill, and you do all the social things that you like to do with your friends, all under one roof, all under one Diwan, which is kind of like a, I guess, like an outside area. I guess in the United States, it's kind of like a gazebo, larger. And you're hanging out and you're doing all these things. You're being a host and you're having all these great situations happening. You're smoking fruity shisha. You're drinking coffee. You have dried fruits and pastries out. It's just everything you like to do with your friends, and you're having a great time doing it. Now, when you do take off the cap on this fragrance, grab it from the base of the cap, not from the ornament, as you may, mess up the presentation. And this is what it looks like. And then this right here is a magnetic cap, so bang, it's back in place. It will not fall off just by pulling it to the side. So let's talk about what this fragrance really smells like. I will start by saying this. It's a great atomizer, by the way. There are a list of, I believe, 56 different notes, a whole bunch of fruity notes. Strawberry, plum, dewberry, raspberry, orange, peach, apple. I'll tell you what, I'm going to put all the notes in the description, because for real, there is about 56 notes. So there's a lot of fruity notes. There's a lot of incensey notes. There's a lot of smoky notes. And there's oud in here. So they say the olfactive family is oriental, leather, and floral, and tasty. And I guess for them, taste is what I would call gourmand leaning. So this opens up with a nice fresh kind of oud. It's not a funky oud. It's a little resinous, kind of sweet. And there's a brief introduction of that oud, and the beginning is kind of strong, but it's blending with a lot of the fruity notes and that rose. Now, the fruity notes, again, are plum, strawberry, raspberry, orange, pineapple. So you get a really nice fruity blast, and it's smoky, almost like to represent that experience of smoking fruity shisha, right? You have that oud there, you have that rose, and that oud-rose combo. I mean, you got to be terrible for you to make that go wrong. And that's not what's happening. It's going really nice here. And the rose also helps to accentuate those fruity notes as well. So the opening is really nice. This is something that, if you love amazing smelling fragrances, isn't be in your wheelhouse. Now, in the mid notes, you are going to get some saffron. You're going to get more oud and vanilla, powdery notes, ambery notes. So it goes from being a shisha kind of experience, smoky, oudy, fruity, to leaning, it starts moving into an oriental fragrance style where it's more ambery and vanilla with touches of saffron. You can still have more geranium, so it kind of emulates that rosy feel as well. Yeah. The mid is gorgeous as well. And then in the dry down, which is one of the more interesting aspects. I mean, it's hard. I'm really in a place where I'm trying to decide what I like more about this fragrance. Because that first blast I do love, because that oud and that fruit, that dried fruits and oud always, to my nose, give it a nearly boozy feel, which I love about it. So, but in the base, you're going to get that tonka, you're going to get vanilla, you're going to get cedarwood, you're going to get sandalwood. So you're getting a lot of notes that are going to create like this gourmand feel, a lot of sweet and creamy notes that are working together with a leather accord as well. And that leather accord, I feel like, is meant to represent like really nice butter soft leather couches where you're hanging out. You know, you got the smokiness that represents those shishas. You got those dried fruits that represent what, you know, what you're eating out there. And then you have myrrh and frankincense and that oud that, you know, burning, and it just creates an entire ambiance. But throughout it all, you have these very nice sweet fats. You have caramelized sugar working together with the vanilla, working together with those ambery notes. It's just, yeah. This is an amazing fragrance. There are a lot of notes. It does seem busy when you look at it, but everything is working together so well. And this fragrance, all these notes are blended together so well that it's an experience. Like when I tell you from all, and I have a lot of fragrances. I remember the last time I sprayed something, I was just, you know, taken by surprise, where I was like, yo, this is a vibe. Like it takes you, it transports you to one of the fanciest restaurants in Dubai, and you feel like you are that dude. This, it projects crazy. It lasts hours and hours and hours, as you expect Middle Eastern fragrances to do. It does everything you expect it to do, and it does it very well. You put that together with that amazing presentation, and you have something that, if this is in that world of fragrances you appreciate, you're probably gonna find one of your favorite fragrances for sure. So, do I recommend this fragrance? Absolutely. Now, the price point for this fragrance is $1,095 if you go to their website. If you go to Max Aroma or fragrancebuy.ca, you might find a better price. I don't know. You might want to check that out. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money or where to spend it. I'm just saying, look around if the first price is not what you're looking for or looking to spend, because there are better prices out there. Overall, if that price point or something just south of that is still something that you're willing to do, then I would strongly recommend you purchasing or at least trying it. Now, a lot of people say don't blind buy, but I do blind buy. So if you do too, go ahead and do it. I blind bought this, but I'm like super happy with this fragrance. But I did read the notes. I read that long list of notes, and I said, this sounds like it can be amazing. Now, shout out to Equality Fragrance for putting the bug in my ear about this fragrance right here. If you don't watch his channel, you definitely should, because I do. Always has good recommendations, and I actually did look into it after speaking to him about it, and yeah, this was amazing. I don't regret this purchase at all. In fact, it made me want to buy more fragrances from this house. Now, again, this line has 7 fragrances in it. There's this one right here. There is Narcissi, which is one of the most beautiful rose fragrances ever created, and I think for outside of those two, they start getting more complex and more oudy and more earthy. So if you were interested in this line, this is probably one of the places to start with this particular fragrance. And I guarantee you will not regret it. Now, if you don't buy it, that's cool. I don't mind, because the less people that have it, the more exclusive I smell when I have it. So I'm absolutely fine with it. I'm just saying, I'm trying to spread the word. If you think that you want to smell this, I'm telling you, you absolutely should. This is a banger. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. I hope this was helpful. If you have smelled this fragrance, please leave a comment in the comment section. Not just because I want you to leave comments, but because if somebody came here to figure out if this is a fragrance they want to buy and you have additional information, maybe it will help them and guide them in the right direction. Maybe you have some insight that I didn't share that will help them come up with a really good informed decision. If you like this video, please feel free to like, because it helps me in the long run. And if you are not currently subscribed, you should subscribe, because I do more reviews. I have about 30 some right now. I intend to do more. I have a lot of fragrances coming in, and I will share with the community, and hopefully I'm able to help guide you to find the fragrance that is right for you. That is all I have for you. Thank you very much for watching. If you stood this long, I am fragged out, swagged out, and I'm out.